Years passed since the night at their grandparents' old house, but the memory lingered in Ye, Chris Jr.'s Sky, and Ava's minds. They had avoided the house since then, but a family reunion brought them back, as their grandparents had decided to sell the property. One evening, as they prepared to leave, they noticed a strange, old key lying on the floor in the attic. It was identical to the one from their night of terror, except it was engraved with a new symbol, one they hadn't seen before. Curious but wary, the four friends decided to investigate. They found a dusty, hidden door in a corner of the attic they had never noticed before. With trembling hands, Ava used the key to unlock the door, which creaked open to reveal a narrow, winding staircase leading down into darkness. Despite their fear, they descended, finding themselves in a hidden ancient cellar. The cellar was filled with strange, occult symbols and an altar covered in dark stains. A single candle flickered in the center, casting eerie shadows on the walls. On the altar was a large, leather-bound book, identical to the one from their previous encounter, but more worn and tattered. Ye, feeling a mix of dread and curiosity, opened the book. As he did, the candle's flame turned a sickly green, and the cellar began to tremble. The air grew thick with an overwhelming sense of malevolence. The children tried to close the book, but it wouldn't shut. Pages began to turn rapidly, revealing disturbing images of grotesque rituals and disturbing incantations. Suddenly, the ground beneath them cracked open, and dark, shadowy figures began to rise from the fissures, their eyes glowing with an unearthly light. The figures reached out with long, twisted limbs, their forms constantly shifting and writhing. The children screamed, trying to escape, but the shadows seemed to close in, their whispers echoing with dark promises of despair and torment. Desperate, Sky grabbed a nearby ancient-looking dagger from the altar and slashed at the shadows. But the blade seemed to pass through them harmlessly. The figures surged forward, their whispers growing louder and more insistent. In a last-ditch effort, Chris Jr. knocked over the candle, causing a rush of dark smoke to fill the cellar. The shadows recoiled momentarily, giving the kids a chance to flee. They scrambled back up the stairs, their hearts pounding in terror. As they burst out of the attic, they heard a final chilling wail from below. The door slammed shut behind them, locking with a final resonant click. They fled the house, never looking back. The old cellar remained a place of darkness and dread, its secrets forever hidden from the light of day. From that night on, the children were haunted by vivid nightmares and an unshakable feeling that something dark was still waiting for them in that cursed house. They had escaped, but the shadows in the cellar continued to lurk, patient and hungry for the next souls to enter its grasp.